Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Laurent. And on my channel, we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll get started with the video. Presenting you my most used bags out of 2023. These are the bags that are constantly on rotation on my bag shelf and that I use a lot. So if you're curious to see what these are, then please keep on watching. So my first one is going to be the Yves Laurent Sac de Jour in size Nano in this beautiful blush pink color. This is actually a bag that I have used all the time this past summer. It is incredibly convenient to use it. What I really like about this bag is that it is a crossbody bag, and it's a crossbody bag for all because the strap is adjustable, so this makes it really convenient for me. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know by now that I am 5'11" or 180 centimeters, and sometimes it's very difficult to find a crossbody bag that actually works for me. What works for most people doesn't work for me if it's not adjustable. So this one thankfully is adjustable, so this is really perfect. Another thing that I like about this bag, and another good reason to use it, is how roomy it is despite its size. I know that it doesn't look like you can fit a lot in the bag because it looks narrow right here and it looks small. Obviously the size is called Nano, but I don't know why. You can actually fit a lot of stuff in this bag. So obviously, you know, all of your essentials like card holder, keys, car key, all that stuff. But you can also include like a sunscreen, like a small water bottle, you know, like other stuff aside from essentials like a mask, hand sanitizer, all of that good stuff. So it makes it really practical because even though the bag is small, you can fit a lot of it. This makes it a very good option, for example, for traveling. Because you can actually fit a lot in the bag, but it doesn't take up a lot of space in your suitcase. So this is quite nice, for example, if you're traveling for a short period of time, if you're like going on a city trip, for example. This bag is extremely convenient. I love this bag and I've used it all the time this past summer. Next up, we have a Chanel bag. Come on, like if you know me, I couldn't pass the opportunity to include a Chanel bag in this category of bags. Of course, it's my favorite brand, so this is one of my most used bags out of 2023. It's the Chanel Classic Flat Bag in size medium in this beautiful burgundy color from the 20B collection. The bag features silver hardware and then caviar leather. This is one of my trustiest bags of all times. I love the fact that even though, you know, obviously it's a very expensive bag, it's a very classic, classy, elegant bag. It is quite carefree, especially, you know, in the fall and winter. It does not have any color transfer and it doesn't cause any color transfer on the bag, even if you wear dark denim, dark fabrics, which I have done quite a bit. Basically all of the times that I've been wearing this bag has been with like dark denims and dark fabrics, and as you can see, zero color transfers. So I love that about this bag. Obviously, I love a good black bag and I have a couple of black bags, but I like to kind of spice things up a little bit and to be a little bit different at times and to kind of dress up my outfit with something else than a black bag. I already tend to wear a lot of black, aka right now. So for me, having a bag that's slightly colorful is a good idea, but I love the fact that it's like not causing any color transfer on this particular purse, so that's great about it. Other than that, for me, medium is the right size. I think that it suits my body frame and my body type best. I'm quite tall, so frankly, having like, you know, like a mini square or even like a mini rectangular is, it's not that it doesn't look good, but it has a different vibe to it, and I feel like the size that works best for me is definitely going to be size medium. So I love this bag. I would never let go of it. I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea, and that especially for guys, you know, they don't really like burgundy. They're like, ooh, what is this? But for me, I feel like it goes really well with, you know, like a tan coat, like dark denims, like black jeans, for example. In the winter time, it looks so like cozy. I love all of these fall vibes. So this is definitely a bag that's on rotation extremely frequently on my bag shelf. Next up, we actually have my most recent bag acquisition, which is a Goyard Saint Louis tote bag in color black. By the way, if you're interested in seeing the unboxing of this particular bag and kind of hearing my first impressions of it, then I will go ahead and leave the link to the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. So I usually tend to not wear my new bags right away. Usually I like save them and try to like baby them and like, you know, not take them out. I have this extremely bad habit of doing that. But this bag has been on my wish list for such a long time that like as soon as I got it, I wanted to wear it, and it is extremely convenient. I love this bag. I feel like it has all of the things that I was looking for in a handbag. The first thing really for me is the price. It's only $1,700, and so obviously it is quite, you know, a reasonable amount of money in the world of designer bags. Not to say that it's like cheap, but it is a reasonable amount of money. So that makes it such that for me, the bag is what I would call carefree. It's not a bag that I would get super worried about, you know, if there was like a stain or a scratch or anything like that on a bag. And that in my mind is something that you're looking for in terms of like an everyday kind of errands bag, which this is for me. So this is very convenient. It's something that I love about this bag. It is the right size for me. It's not like huge, but it does fit a lot. And what I like about it is that it's not bulky. So sometimes for tote bags, they can look bulky even on me. And I am quite tall, so even on me sometimes they look like so big that, I don't know, it makes me look even taller than I am or something weird like that. Like it's just not a good match. But this size, the size Saint Louis and size PM is really good for me. So I like this bag a lot. I think I've been waiting for it for such a long time that like I have so many good things to say about it. It's very comfortable to wear it. I was quite worried at first about the handles. I thought that it would hurt my shoulders, but really even if you put quite heavy stuff inside, like, you know, like a full water bottle, like a big size sunscreen, like all that stuff, it's still not hurting my shoulders. So that's something that I like. The next thing, and that's something that's, you know, a little iffy, is that you would need, at least in my mind, a bag organizer inside. So right now there is a bag organizer that's placed inside of the handbag. And for me, first, it makes it obviously, you know, so much easier to find your stuff, because otherwise, like in a tote bag, it is hell basically to find anything. I would like get in front of my car and like look for my car keys for like ever. And then I would have people stare at me in the parking lot as like, what is this girl doing? So definitely not. So having a bag organizer for organization and finding your stuff more easily. But then really, especially for this particular bag model, it adds a lot of structure to the bag. And I think one of the reasons why I waited so long to get this bag was because I was worried about the lack of structure of the handbag. So usually, or actually always, I always find well-structured bags. I've kind of learned from, you know, my previous experiences as I was building my luxury bag collection, that I like a structured bag. This was actually one of the mistakes that I made when I first started. By the way, if you're curious about hearing my other mistakes that I made when I started collecting luxury bags, then I will go ahead and leave the link to the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. I was worried about the fact that it wouldn't be structured enough for me, because I knew that I loved a good structured bag, and this wasn't the case. So I was like, holy crap, like how can I do so that I can still have this bag, because I love the model, I love the pattern, I love the brand. It's got such like, you know, classic, like classy Parisian vibes. When you get to Paris, you see all of the girls like wear this bag, but they look so casual about it, and so like, you know, not dressed up, kind of dressed down, hair down, no makeup, just like natural look that I love. But without having this problem of like the structure. And so that's how I figured out that having a bag organizer really makes it a lot better. So I was really glad that I was able to, you know, still get this bag and then like it. So this has been one of my most used bags out of the year, even though it's quite new. The next bag that's been used a lot this year for me is going to be this beautiful Chanel mini rectangular in this limited edition CC logo in denim. So I know what I said about size mini earlier, I know that, but I actually use this bag quite a bit as an evening bag. And I really do feel like for an evening bag, you don't need a size medium, that would be too big because, you know, anyway, you don't have like a water bottle, sunscreen, sweater, like all of this day stuff. You wouldn't necessarily carry that at night. So, you know, at night it's basically essentials plus maybe like a mattifying powder or lipstick, but that actually does fit in here. So that's good for me and that's basically all I need. So I've been using this bag quite a bit as an evening bag. I find it very convenient to have it as an evening bag with the crossbody option. When you're in bars or like worse, even in a nightclub or something like that, or in like an evening situation, I wouldn't feel confident about myself having like a shoulder bag or like a handbag. I would feel like I would forget it somewhere, leave it, get it stolen, something like that. So this crossbody option basically allows me to never leave my handbag behind. And that's something that I really appreciate about it. So other than that, I really like the look of it. I know it's not for everybody. Again, kind of like, you know, the burgundy one that I showed you earlier. I know that this isn't gonna be everybody's cup of tea. That some people might feel like it's a little extra. But personally, it works for me very well because I tend to dress very subtly, if that makes sense. So I will wear a lot of like solid colors, no patterns, a lot of black, a lot of these like subdued colors. And so I need something in my accessories to kind of show a little bit of personality and a little bit of like, you know, creativity, originality, stuff like that. And so this is basically where this bag comes in for me. So this past year I've been dating around and it's not gone very well. So that's why I'm still dating. But yeah, so this is kind of the bag that I go on dates with, you know, if we're going out somewhere that I know that the night might be long, then this is going to be my bag option. So I've counted 36 something dates since I started dating last year. So it's been a lot. So that's why this bag has been used quite a lot this year. And lastly, we have my work bag, which is the Yves Saint Laurent East West Tote in black. So like I said, it's my work bag. That actually means that I use it 5 days a week. So it's obviously a lot. That's why it's definitely probably my #1 most used bag out of 2023. It's a bag that I loved a lot. It's a bag that, you know, I felt was perfect for a work bag. It's very subdued. There's only the little logo right here. It's very subdued and very discreet. So there's only the little logo right here that says Saint Laurent Paris. Other than that, if you want, you can take this out, but obviously only if you want. Here we go. So that it looks a little bit more, you know, dressed up, but obviously for a work bag, I felt like for me that's not needed. The bag is very roomy, so I like that about it. Again, it's the type of bag that would need a bag organizer, especially this one because the inside is black, so it makes it basically impossible to find anything inside the bag. So you definitely need a bag organizer. It's been a bag that I've had for about, I would say 3, maybe 4 years now. And that I've used so much that now the handles are like starting to wear out. I'm not sure if this is something that will show very well on camera. But yeah, there's like little pieces that are coming out of the handles and then the corners of the bag as well. Or, you know, pretty damaged. But I mean, I still use it as a work bag because I'm a preschool teacher, so I don't really think that, you know, 3-year-olds are going to care about the type of handbag that I wear at work. It's, for me, it doesn't really matter. So this is still, you know, a good option and definitely the most used bag out of 2023 for me. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was fun and also a little bit informational for you in case you were looking at acquiring any of these bags. These are the bags that I use the most, that I love, that are practical, convenient, versatile, that obviously look good, or that I think look good. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.